Oh, apologies. Now that I've notified everybody, let us begin. Okay, so last time... Oh, right, we were trying to kill that stalker. Or the survivor, who happens to be a stalker. Why not? Few extra souls in case we do actually pull it.
I wish I hadn't run away.
Ah! Did that... Did I miss that? Okay, well. Slam! Okay, slam does a lot. The issue is it does cost considerable.
I wish I'd known that surviving is a hell of its own. I wish I'd known.
Keep up the sweet, man.
Surviving
That
is
was a
hell
good
of its
one.
own.
We can get his weapon to break. This will make us fight a lot easier.
I can't tell what's blood and what's oil.
Oh, we can have to use a stagger too. Nope, we couldn't get it off. Oh, look, his sword broke. And we're extremely low on health. But an enemy with a broken weapon
How many do I need to kill?
is still
How
dangerous.
many?
Okay. Swap back to... No, no, no. Well... Not a fan of how slow it is, and I honestly don't know its weapon. But it does a lot more damage, and it blocks a lot better. So.
I wish I'd known that surviving is a hell of its own.
Oh, okay, let's just abuse backstabs, if we can get them off. Interrupted. Okay, are you going out too? Okay, are you sure?
I can't tell what's blood and what's oil.
Is it because I'm streaming? Okay, I love you.
I wish I hadn't run away.
Yeah, let's abuse backstabs.
wish I'd known
There we go.
that surviving is a hell of its own.
Let's do this. Ooh. That wasn't a bad attack at all. Sometimes it's all it takes is a fresh mind. Doing a lot better than we were last night.
I'm sorry, Leah. I was afraid to die.
Survivor's hunting apparel. And the survivor's mask of the mouse. Oops. Okay. Let's get our coil back for Fuego. Because he's next. Oh look, we've also earned a level. Maybe two. Maybe two. I can't remember. Excuse you, good sir. And of course, we still have all this to do before we actually go for the boss. I mean, I'm sure the rafter... Well, the rafter stuff isn't terrible. There's one jump that's a little tricky. Restock. Do that real fast. Restock again. Deal with the big guy down there since he won't respawn. And then spend ourselves. Ergo. Ooh, a technique crank. We want that for sure. What we want to use it on, I don't know yet. That was the jump. Gotta be a little stylish. Alright, where's Beep Boop? There's he is. I got a feeling fall damage is gonna be kind of real. Alright, terrible. Ain't ideal, but it ain't terrible. Other is fighting him in an area where he has backup. I stuck on his... I think I was stuck on his leg. That's what I get for thinking. That's what I get for... timing things right. I was out of stamina, that would be why. You know what, why not? Ah. Well, I've lost this attempt. Oof is correct. Dora, lay down. Good girl. I cannot see through you, pretty girl.
That is not glass.
It's not that, just she's not made of glass.
Let me say this again. Her dad is not a glass maker. Which means I cannot see through you.
I'll take your word for it. At the moment, my brain isn't correcting with logic. Or to me right now, with my brain, that's not making sense, however you want to put it. Hey you, big guy with the shovel, come over here. That worked better than I thought. Up the stairs, please, so all your buddies... Thank you. He has that little hop because he pushed himself too far. That's fun. Eat electricity. There we go. Radiation converter. Interesting. I was not yelling at her. I was getting her to listen. Dora, for some reason, will not listen without a firm command. Excuse you, sir. Oh, Vanini, we need to have some words here. Vanini, I've been through your factory here, and I've got to say, you failed safety inspection. I know you're the owner, so I need to speak to the man in charge so I can tell them officially you've been shut down. Right down the hallway over there? Okay. Well, I'm going to spin this ergo and be back. And then after beating up the one running the factory,
I'll use my power.
I will read everything like I promised I would to last night, but I was too tired and got off. Alrighty then. So Vanini said the guy in charge, Fueco, is all the way down here. If I know FromSoft games and their clones, this is a boss fight. And of course, when this is a boss fight, there's a summon friend thing here. Authorized Homo Machina only. Well, that can't be good. Sir, your crotch is a furnace. Can we show that? Are we allowed to show that? Uh-oh. Ow. Well, sir, I cannot see through the wall at you. Oh, dear Spectre, please heal. Okay, they are. Well, there went my summon. Ow. That's what I get for being greedy. Sir, you were aiming where exactly? Man, ever since the patch, I have not gotten a single boss staggered. Or been able to achieve one. Well, that would have, but he died. Well, with the man in charge down. Looks like the factory is done.
What do we have here? A broken butler puppet. Yeah, I seem to remember someone on the second floor. Think it belongs to him? We gotta ask what happened sometime. Now's good.
Boop. I don't know. What are you looking at?
That's me.
I think she stopped because I've only got one viewer now. When she was in, we had two.
I popped in for a second.
Oh, I don't know. It might be her then. I don't care, Vanini. You still failed the inspection.
Ah, you're back! And you found... Oh, dear. Pulcinella. They really did a number on you. Pulcinella was proof that puppets possess true courage. I will not rest until I have revived him. But there will be ample time for that. First, I must thank you for a truly heroic piece of work. The factory is ours again. The puppets are going to be in really bad shape after this. Let us return to the hotel and rest while we can.
Sorry about that. I had to turn the light on. Back to the hotel, he said. Well, I have echoes to ergo to spend.
Yeah, fuck.
I'll
Sophia?
use my power to help you. I am
What
able
power?
to wield ergo. They call me a listener because I can hear ergo. I inherited the power from my mother, who hated it, called it the devil's power. So I kept it a secret that I could talk to puppets. Now you are the only one my voice reaches. So I beg you, please, save Krat. I'll use my power to help you.
Right, let's see what Vanini wanted.
If it isn't my savior. Glad to see you made it back in one piece, my friend. There you are, my boy. My savior, yes, that's the word. You took back the factory, and I cannot thank you enough. Without the factory, no more new puppets. The army has run out of recruits. My friend, you saved, well, all of us. But listen to me going on and on about my concerns, and I don't believe I've even introduced myself. Signor Lorentini Venigni. Gentleman, bon vivant, and, at the moment, utterly at your service, my friend. If the name Venigni rings no bells, perhaps you've heard of Krat's Prince of High Society. That is because they are one and the same. Just two of the many names I've collected in my 3 decades here on Earth. While I sincerely believe meeting Venigni is its own reward, I have not rewarded you in the more traditional manner. Please, take this. My newest prototype. It'll be safe with you. It's a grinder stone that keeps granting special attributes to the grinder. I hope you'll put it to good use.
Hooray, we can now
Then
buff
my
our
eyes
weapon
do
whenever.
not deceive me. I never imagined I'd actually see it again, and in the flesh, so to speak. I just designed it, set it aside, and never got back to it. Genius and acclaim can keep one quite preoccupied, I'm afraid. You are really interested in the arm, I see. Then, my friend, you shall have it. It just needs a few mechanical adjustments to fit your, particular needs. And frankly, this design is almost child's play to me now, so let's start by making it a bit stronger, shall we? I will also add what we brilliant inventors call modularity. That means it will be much easier to improve and repair since you'll be able to use commonly found parts. You might say this arm's new abilities are, legion. No? Too much? It was too much. I always welcome friends. May I be of service?
Fire, we're gonna need it.
Of course you're curious. Pulcinella has been restored thanks to you. In a small way. Mostly it was me, but, you know, genius never rests. Except for beauty rest. Pulcinella isn't just my butler. He's my family. The only one I have left, really. I won't forget what you've done for us. If you ever need anything or find yourself in a spot of trouble, call on your friend Venigni.
Swagger.
I always welcome friends. May I be of service? No one, not even I, know what started the puppet frenzy. Why? That day of all days. Ah, it was horrible. A violent rampage of murder and mayhem that is seared into my memory for all time. And it was never supposed to happen again. I made sure of it. Designed a few special parts to ensure they'd remain loyal. Puppet armies do not arise by chance. There was intent behind this. I don't want to leap to conclusions, but the only one I know with that kind of power is the King of Puppets himself. We need to learn how this happened.
Buongiorno, and welcome to the House of Venini. I am Master Venini's Major Domo, Pulcinella, at your service, sir. The House of Venini carries only the finest in luxury merchandise. I believe you'll find all items to be both superior quality and distinguished provenance. I am certain you will be able to find something that suits you, sir. At the House of Venini, even priceless things have a price. Every item is a treasure of distinguished quality and superior provenance.
Purchase. We want that for sure. And the rest we're good with for now. Nobody has anything else to say to us. Do we have any quartz? No. Oh, that's used to make... Well, we're gonna need that too, so may as well. Alright. Swap arm. The flamberge. Grindstone. Ah. We wanted fire. No, do not use the boss Argo. So next would be to, oh nope, next is to read. Wooden officer puppet, shapeless toy carved from wood and painted over. Strange appearance of a hunchback, it was obviously made with care. Winter, abandoned by the adults, the children let go of their childhood to survive. I'm guessing that's mistranslated and they meant to say in winter. Oh no, it's a poem. Spring, the broken police puppet accompanied the children's whistles and recorded their laughter. Summer, the children made Murphy by carving wood and painting him with stolen paint. Fall, Murphy, who received Murphy as a gift, never let it go. Faded police whistle, it's been worn smooth from use. The children blew the whistle for their friends. He may have been discarded as a failure those moments at last, but in those moments at least, he was the children's police officer. Krot Times, issue 183. The Krot Grand Exhibition has been delayed. Decision was made to protect the citizens until the puppet frenzy that recently paralyzed the city is under control. Mr. Venini's A task force is investigating the possibility of a fatal loss of the Grand Covenant, which is the control protocol of the workshop's puppets. However, there's no quick solution as of now, with the frenzy resulting in more casualties. As city braces for a resurgence of the putrefaction disease, the citizens were advised to stay indoors for their own safety. 50 citizens escaping through Krot Central Station, however, has intensified the general chaos. Krot News issue number 1124. Mr. Venini's ambition to make a jolly police mascot puppet for the city has ended in failure. His passion to make a trustworthy friend for the citizen and strong officer who overpowers criminals in the right place, but turned out to be excessive. The new police officer's puppet overcharged storage battery exceeded its capacity, causing change explosions, malfunctions, and serious damage. The city council recommended disposing of the puppet on the grounds of his appearance that intimidates visitors, but Vanini and taxpayers protested, halting the council's plan in its tracks. Puppet still lies abandoned behind City Hall to the day while the lawsuit is still ongoing. Interesting thing is, even when unattended, it performs a number of mascot roles. Especially popular with kids, even appears to react and respond to the playing of children. However, it has led more slum children entering City Hall than causing inconveniences to visitors. The City Council is considering exhibiting the puppet only occasionally as a means to restrict entry. Have you seen this eccentric? Hot off the press news with the month again. Mr. J, a gentleman who caused stir by marrying a puppet? Is it because the custom-made puppet is so beautifully made, or his peculiarities, even though he was unaware of a suddenly burst? Mr. J fell in love with the maid puppet at first sight, and they got married even in the face of his family's opposition. The lover's secret wedding faced ruin. The enraged family stormed in. Husband was confused. The puppet bride was greatly damaged. She clearly had a soul. We loved each other. Gentleman J, who became his family's headache, still makes the same claims. He's even fixing his bride and redoing their wedding. This tragedy was all made possible because of Krot's advanced puppet technology. Let's all listen to our families now. Ha ha. Have you seen this eccentric? Corner will continue next month. Vanini Krot's Landmark Guide 2. Alchemist Bridge is on Elysian Boulevard and the main way to Krot City Hall. The Holy Ouroboros, the mark of the alchemist, is fittingly engraved into the bridge. This shows the alchemists are not just powerful, privileged class, but have donated tremendous amounts of money across the city. Thanks to the thriving culture of philanthropy in Krot, you can find areas with names of prominent figures. It's the city's motto. The citizens are the owners of the day. Most widely known attraction is Rosa Isabella Street, named after its cultural sponsor, Lady Isabel Monad. Think how the ladies married the leader of the alchemist Valentius. You'll think twice about who's really in control of Krot. The union of Krot's old families and the organization of alchemists is shown in this symbolic form, giving the sacred Ouroboros mark engraved on City Hall as well. It's obvious who owns Krot. Rating 3 out of 5. A good place to learn about Krot's beginning and its end and its essence. Porto Madero. This guide was made with the support of Vanini Company, but may not reflect the company's opinions. Descartes note. 189X. Yeah. The puppet cannot refuse the Grand Covenant imprinted upon manufacture. It must obey the Creator's orders and cannot harm humans. But look at the puppet that was once called Fuoco. Is the Grand Covenant flawed? Faithful puppet now kills humans, creates puppet instead of fire, and obeys something other than humans. Something is controlling of a mind of its own. As if there's a king of puppets. Is it pretending to be human? Is it a defect? This requires further investigation. 18 X's. It's surprising. Fuoco's actions were not simple obedience, but faith. It worshipped something as a god. I heard there was a king of puppets on Rosa Isabella Street. That must be what is controlling the puppets of Krot. But a puppet having a human ego is a problem from another dimension. There's still a puppet's secret that I don't know about. Ergo is probably the key, but those guys are awakening like humans more quickly as days go by. Someone has to stop them before it's too late, for the sake of all humans. This month's attraction, Rose Estate. Warning band attached that bears the herring symbol of Krot. Warning, this book has been banned. If found, please report to the city. Reading banned books will result in punishment. Are you sure you want to read it? Uneven handwriting is in here. You were warned, but you're reading a forbidden book. You're a bad person. While you're reading it, it says that's what you get. The roses bloom in the rose estate. You don't know the rest of it. The end. Reporter, Cat. This guide was made with the support of the Red Lobster Inn. Huh. Torn doodle. It itches. Peel the skin and there's blue blood. Blood. Blue angel. Joyful appetite. Blue death. What a feast. Death, death, and death. I'm alive. It itches. My name is Clark Shore. People call me Dr. Cure-All. I intend to confess my sins. I made innumerable medicine sales under the guise of it being a cure-all. At first, even I was sure about my experiment. Early on, the cure was effective in neutralizing the petrification disease. Why would the alchemist's records be wrong? I know I stole it, but I perfectly followed the manufacturing process. My cure was perfect. What went wrong? I dare not record the ones who got the treatment turned into. It was a literal hell, and when I realized that I was the gatekeeper who opened the doors, I ran away. How can I atone for my sin? I only tried to treat patients and earn a few extra coins. I'm dying, and this is my penitence. I also have the disease, but I'm not getting the cure. I'd rather turn to stone and freeze to death. God, please forgive my terrible sins. Venini's Guide. Dear citizens of Krat, the factory has been occupied by the puppets. Whatever the case, Venini Company is responsible for it. I, Lorenzi Venini, am going alone to stop those devils. The factory is very dangerous now. Stay out of it and keep safe. The rest I'll leave to Mr. Geppetto, whom I trust more than anyone. God save us all. Regards, Lorenzi Venini. Passenger's notes. If anyone finds this note, get out of the station and run. Be sure to steer clear of the waiting room. I saw a huge puppet smashing people to death in there. I locked the door, but I don't know if that'll work. Easy to stop people from randomly coming in. I'm gonna die soon, so I want to help you, even if it's not much. Please survive. Anybody. One more. Factory Manager's Report. Mr. Venini. As your orders, I conducted a quality investigation on the ergo supplied by the alchemists. Of course, it was done secretly. Certainly, the quality of ergo is getting worse over time. I don't doubt the alchemists, but decrease in the quality is too widespread to call it a coincidence. At this rate, the quarters puppets will have a high chance of defects. The most important thing is the quality of the ergo, after all. According to a reliable source, the high-level alchemists are running ergo production experiments lately using another method. Personally, I think their secret experiments have something to do with the decrease in the ergo quality. Are they wringing it out of the bodies of discarded puppets in the barren swamp or something? Anyway, I recommend approaching them carefully instead of complaining. Head of the manager of factory number 1, Nicola. Well, that is upgrade. So I'm an idiot. I forgot something, which we're going to go and get now. I believe I have to grind out a few extra currency for it, but that won't take long. Oh, that's not broken. This is the one that's open. Locked on, and I apparently wasn't. Flappity. Flappity. Oh, I probably shouldn't do Indiana Jones. It might get me struck. Da 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Thought you were dancing with me for a
there.
minute.
I didn't think you didn't hear. Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone. Out here alone?
Alright. Wait. Oh, you sell an infinite? Oh no, just the one. Never mind. Okay. Back to where we killed Fuego. Fuoco? Fuego? I think he said Fuoco.
Hello, you must be Darlene? Hi, I'm Michelle Oakley. Nice to meet you. So, I heard you have a horse, Maverick? Maverick, and I have to know what you have a kid.
Right, the reason we did that. We want that.
Maverick is right now in his training process, the barrel racing. Hopefully going to be taking him to his first rodeo, and we will see how he goes. What's going on with Maverick?
Good, and we're not heavy yet. Forgot, we're not ready for that yet, but we are. Excuse me, it'll make sense in due time. Okay, that was perfect. Wait, I can lure him? Oh, I want him off the bridge. You want to do this? Because that guy up there. Probably the best I'm going to get. gentlemen. They're as bad as Dark Souls 3 with the damn half-cut, tall-ass trees. The pipe! Oh, the pipe wrench. If I had put some levels into strength, we would be running that. But I neglected strength for the time being, and will be until we get strong. Oh. To the farming zone, which, when we get there, y'all will get an interesting treat. That's one. Pickaxe that's broken is a bit useless, isn't it, my friend? Back. Okay, that's down. More shinies. Oh, that's for a boss weapon, which we don't have yet. We will soon. We gotta meet the high. Excuse you, sir. Oh, I got the wrong arm for that. At least he's slow. Kind of.